What's up, guys? Today I'm at my grandparents' place, and it's a pretty big farm here. I think he's got about 70 acres. So today I think we're going to do the equipment tour of what he's got left. It's mainly two-cylinder John Deeres. So hang tight and we'll get some footage. Right here we've got the 1936 John Deere A. It was owned by my great-grandfather and my uncle. It's got some cast iron wheel weights or cut off spokes. This is originally on steel. Got the shutters for usually for corn picking or hay making, keeps the stuff out of your radiator. It's even got this neat little flywheel shield here. Still got the kerosene manifolds in it. It's got a lawnmower battery because he does have some lights wired up and a small generator. It's a 3-speed transmission, high and low. We got a nice little platform back here. Old hardpan seat. And an umbrella mount. This is a 1959 John Deere 730 diesel. He bought this, I think, the mid to late 80s, I want to say. Anyway, he didn't really like it because of the curved steering on this one. He preferred the straight steering wheel like what that does. So even though he did use this one quite a bit, it is electric start. 3-point. Got the heavy drawbar. This is a 1951 John Deere A with a number 5 sickle mower. Still functional. He uses it to clip some banks and stuff where he can't get into a bush hog. And it has the 6-speed transmission. Here we got a 1943 B. This is a wartime era tractor. It's got the high and low transmission, but it doesn't have the road gears because being a wartime tractor, it was originally on steel. It does have clamshell fenders. Let's dress it up pretty good. It has solid rims on the back and cut off spokes on the front. Here we got a bunch of stuff. This is my old wagon. And I think this is my uncle's old wagon. And this is my uncle's old 65 Mustang pedal car. This is an old trike. We got a grass seeder box. This is a 1972 4020 with the Synchro transmission, and it's the side console with a year-round cab. Door's rather squeaky. And we've got, I think it's like a 7-foot blade maybe, if not bigger. But this was the main tillage workhorse on the farm for years. Doesn't see a whole lot of action anymore because, you know, my grandpa's retired. He's 82 years old. Here's a neat collection of Ohio license plates you put in here. Got the nice steps, nice big toolbox. And here's some more of the shop. This was actually the barn where he kept this combine for years. he sold the combine, he converted it into a shop. A lot of gases, can't talk, got a lot of fuel memorabilia. He worked as a fuel truck driver for many years. There's one tractor that's missing. It's at a tractor show this weekend. It's a 1950 Model A, which was my great-grandfather's. Now let's go to the big barn. Now we're up here in the big barn. You got two-bottom plow. I want to say it's a 216. I don't know the exact model on it other than it being a John Deere. Over here we've got a set of John Deere cultivators for the 2 cylinders. I think he redone these, drug them out of the weeds here a couple of years ago. Still in pretty good shape. This is an Oliver 546 5-bottom plow. I think they're 16s. It is semi-mount. The trailer's not his. This is an old cart he put together, I think in high school. And there's are the duals for the 4020. And there's one of my bikes. Bunch of junk in the hayloft. Bear with me, it's kind of crappy lighting here. This is a 1957 John Deere 720 diesel. Still gets used, mostly for bush hogging. It is a pony start model, 4-spoke steering wheel. It's got the hood mounted breather. Over here we have another John Deere 2-bottom plow on steel. I think these is a 214. And according to my grandpa, this has not been over very much ground. There's no combine canvas back there. And here is I don't really know what year this is. It's a Ford LGT 145 made by Jacobsen. And it's got a front snowblower, which is pretty neat. Here we got a fuel tank. I think that's a hunting dog box. This is a parade wagon me and my grandpa put together about 20 years ago. It's on a John Deere running gear. I don't know the exact number, but we put this together. It's got seats in it. Loft full of miscellaneous items. I think there's corn head snout, some bikes, some tires, some straw, the backboards for the hay wagons. Here's an old hay wagon that's actually made out of I believe a Model T running gear or A, something like that. I just know it's an old 4-car. What's neat about this wagon is, I don't know if you can see it, but this is actually a trap door. And they would ear pick onto this wagon. And then they would open this trap door. Like somehow they had an elevator or some deal underneath of it to unload corn. Back here behind all these tomato stakes, I want to say this is a mill. He's not home right now, so I can't ask. But if somebody wants to enlighten me on what exactly this is, that would be great. Or I can just find out later. We're back here behind the barn. I think this is an old drag for a disc. Made out of some pretty heavy wood. It's lasted about 80 years maybe. And there's a John Deere 3-point, I want to say it's about 15 feet, maybe less, rotary hoe. I think this is what's left of a International disc. I think that's one of the first pull type discs he had. Well, hydraulic ones anyway. Got some junk, some rolls of fence. We got a John Deere 3-point cultivator. Don't see too many of these. We have a non-quick attach grain table from a 55 John Deere combine. So if anybody needs a parts head for one of them, just let me know. And we have a John Deere, pretty sure it's a John Deere anyway, hay rake. It's the type with the crazy wheels. I think he got this turning. There's an old hay elevator. I don't know what brand it is. I want to say there's like hog shelters or something sticking in there. There's an auger off of, I think it was a 44 or 6600 combine. So if anyone wants that, let me know. Now we're in the old shop. This is a 1951 John Deere MT. This was actually my uncle's tractor. He bought this as a project, and unfortunately he passed away before it could be finished. So my grandpa finished it. The engine's been completely redone. It's got a brand new radiator. It needs tires in a bad way. My uncle had found this as a basket case. I think he only paid, I don't know, $200 for it or something. It did have a belly mower, but we junked that. And here's his John Deere riding mower. That's actually my push mower. And under here is, I believe it's a 1967, I think. John Deere 110. Still has the original deck. I think this is one of my great grandpa's tractors. I think it's 3-speed with the variable speed, the pan seat and the round fenders. He was supposed to get this running. I don't know how much progress he's made on that. Here's the rest of the shop. This is the old shop before he moved into the one where the 4020 is. So anyway, y'all, this concludes this tour. If anyone wants to learn like more in depth on any of his equipment, just let me know. I'll try to do what I can. And this is it for this video. So like, comment, subscribe, do all that jazz, and we'll see you in the next one.